Good morning everyone, and welcome to Friday's live stroll with Azra. And we've got loads to talk about today, with me literally just finishing watching practice 2 from Las Vegas. I've been up, apart from going to bed for about 45 minutes, been up since 12:30, so it's now 4.5 hours. We watched practice 1 and practice 2 from Las Vegas, and we also have been watching the Ashes, which I'll come on to in a minute. So practice 1 from Las Vegas, if you haven't seen it already, if you're interested, was a little bit odd sort of timings wise. It wasn't sort of the right time of day for most of what's going to be going on over the weekend. The second practice session was a lot more the time when the qualifying and the race is going to be, and as such, come on, good girl. And as such, was a little bit more accurate with the timings. Come on, good girl. So, yeah, the times were a bit more relevant, I guess. I think it's the phrase, isn't it? Second practice from Vegas, and just let this car go by. I don't think everyone was able to put their quick times in, because yet again 2 years in a row they had to stop the session because of manhole covers lifting. You'd think they'd have learnt from the first year when it happened there, but they don't seem to have. So anyway, it was annoying. 2 red flags towards the end of practice 2. No damage to any cars, I don't think, although a Ferrari did go off. I don't know whether that's because of damage or whether there was an issue. Didn't really see the end of that before I came out. I'll come on to the cricket in a minute. What I will say again, guys, is the temperature light, because it's saying it's 2 degrees, but there is definitely frost on the cars, and the pavements are pretty slippy as well, and I've got my walking shoes on. So yeah, I mean, I came out wrapped up because I could see it was going to be chilly, but not as chilly as I thought. Sorry, chillier than I thought. So yeah, anyway. So, cricket talk, if anyone's interested. In fact, let's pause that for a minute. What's everybody up to today? Is it a normal work day, leisure day, nothing day? Where are you watching from? What time is it where you are? You can see how white it is, some of these tire marks. Yeah, always interested to know what people are doing. And we do have a lot of sort of Australian viewers, because I've obviously spoken to people from Australia and also the Americas, and it's just due to sort of the time difference and stuff like that. And the reason I'm saying that is because obviously both these chats, whilst we're out of relevant, we've spoken about Las Vegas briefly, Lando Norris being fastest in the second practice. I think it was Leclerc that was fastest in the first session earlier on. But the Ashes, well, what an interesting first sort of morning's play. I mean, even as a English supporting cricket fan, you have to take your hats off to Mitchell Stark and his bowling this morning. Morning back to you in Cardiff. Thanks for joining up. Do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It does really mean a lot. But Mitchell Stark, was literally a one-man bowling attack because the rest of them weren't that great. And I think at lunch it was 104 for 4. And yeah, it definitely looks like there's a bit in it for everyone, really. So hopefully, when England's bowlers do have to bowl, they'll also get some wickets quickly, like the Australians have as well. But I think England do have a lot of heavy artillery, so we'll wait and see on that. Where am I from? I'm from a little village just outside Cambridge. So if you look on a map, just south of Cambridge, we are based near Royston. Currently 5:13 a.m. in the morning. And I will be going back and watching some more of the afternoon session before work. And when I get home, that probably will be starting now, I would imagine. So I'll watch a bit more of that when I get home. I don't know if I'll be getting up every morning early to watch it. It is a hell of a time to be getting up on work days, especially, to be honest. But we'll wait and see how it goes. Hi down in Devon as well, just seeing that come through. What in the fish and chips is going on? Well, this is our normal stroll. We didn't do it yesterday. And, yeah, we were planning to. But then I left the house and I had money of the lights. And I thought, do you know what? I just cannot be bothered to go back and get them. So we had a nice, quiet walk, me and Azra, yesterday. But we're reconvening with you all today. Thank you for the like. As I say, do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It does really mean a lot. We continue to... Come on, Azra. We continue to grow the subscription numbers. Obviously, I still are aiming for plenty more, and it's you guys that help with that. The more subscriptions and likes we get, the more the videos go out and more people see it. So yeah, it is appreciated. When I say it's appreciated, I mean it's appreciated, and I don't just say it flippantly. Approximately, in regards to the question on steps, it's about 4,000 to 5,000 we do on the morning stroll. It does vary on the stroll we do, but it's usually about 1.75 to 2 miles. So yeah, it does vary. If you've been with me off and on for the last few weeks, you'll know I did hurt myself coming back from Euro Disney, and I wasn't able to do as many as I would like to have. But we're back up now and doing the normal strolls. And it's a very unusual sight to see someone out and about this early. So they're as mad as I am, walking around at this time of day. Good for your steps, and to be honest, guys, She's on a power walk there, going a lot faster than I am. Good luck to her. And I literally only heard her coming at the last possible second, and you know I get a little bit embarrassed when people are so close, especially sort of near to where you live. But hey ho. Different when you're out and about. You're probably not going to see a lot of those people you see out and about again, are you? Anyway. Just showing you my breath here on the camera, guys, because it is honestly that cold. So much colder than, honestly, it was the thermometer was saying. Yesterday, it was -2, and I prepared myself for that. 2 degrees this morning, I know it's only 5 degrees different. But look at these cars, they are frozen. So it must have gone down below freezing overnight. Although it never said it, didn't it? As I've said to you already, I've been up most of the night. So, yeah, quite strange. Sounded like Mutley then, didn't I? I don't know about that, being dog walkers being lazy, because they're out and about every day. Maybe they do shorter walks and stuff like that, who knows? But, yeah, I don't think dog walkers are lazy. I think that's a broad statement, to be fair. What I will say, from my point of view, is I don't see many because of the time of day I'm out. But when I leave for work, I always see the same people out, and they're always sort of well outside the village, coming, either going away or coming back. So, yeah, a little bit of a broad statement there. Anyway. I've not had that one before, actually. Difficult one to call, isn't it, Azra? We don't think we're lazy, do we, Azra? Azra, we don't think we're lazy, do we? The normal one I get is, have you cleared up your dog's poo? And it drives me nuts. Because I always make a point of it, having to put the phone down and saying to people, I'm still here, I'm just clearing up after her. But you still get the same comments. So, yeah, thank you again for another like. I just saw that came through. Do make sure we are liking and subscribing. We'll be out a bit later tomorrow. I'm not quite sure exactly what time it will be, but it's probably going to be around 6-ish, I think, and maybe a bit later. And then Sunday will definitely be later. We've only got light, so it'll be 7, half 7, something like that. So I don't think we're doing the cafe on Sunday. In fact, I know we're not. So I might even come out a bit later, but we'll see. So what we're doing this morning, guys, is we're going to do a left and go around the back, and that just extends the walk a little bit. My leg is feeling pretty good this morning, I must say. The biggest thing I have at the minute with it is the tightness. It doesn't hurt. It just gets very tight. And I sort of, I don't know what day it was now. What are we now? Friday. I think Wednesday it was the best it had ever felt. And I sort of relaxed a little bit. I didn't put the cold on, anything like that, and it felt good. But I think then I sort of maybe slightly overdid it, forgetting. Then yesterday it was quite achy, so I put some cold gel on yesterday morning and last night, and it seems to be alright. So I'll be taking it easy at work, just not overdoing it. Because I do at times, if everything is done, I do go out onto the shop floor and sort of try and help the guys. And sometimes you sort of forget yourself when you're sort of moving about. I just need to try and continue to rest it as much as possible, to be honest, at the moment. So in a minute, we're going to be doing a left, which is Dolphin Lane, opposite the Dolphin pub, that is. Been in there a couple of times since it's been done up. Lead on, Azra, good girl. And it's very, very nice. I've been speaking to an old manager I've got that I still keep in contact with, get on very well with him, and we're going to meet up before Christmas, and I have suggested going there. And the reason I've said it to him, because we went in there 6 months, maybe a year before they shut it, and it was the most diabolical meal. His wasn't so bad, but mine was awful. And as such, I wanted to take him there because they've completely done it up. And we've been in there twice now, and both times been impressed. So, yeah, I thought we'd give it another go. Anyway, that's in the future. Azra leading on quite happily. And I must say, without having huge numbers this morning, we have had the numbers the whole way around, so I do appreciate that. I think on Wednesday it was quite a tough day, and YouTube is just a nightmare at the minute. You don't know if it's working, not working, if it's cut out or what. So it's good that I can see constant numbers, and there's been a bit of chit chat as well, which has been lovely. I do enjoy the chit chat, good or bad. So yeah, it's been not bad today actually. Come on, Azra, lead on. Everyone tunes in to watch you, Azra. They don't worry about what I'm saying. Probably put me on mute half the time. For anyone that's interested, she is a cross between a Labrador and a Beagle. Labrador's eyes, Beagle colours, and she's a rescue dog as well. We've had her just over 4 years. Got her in October 21, and as I say, she was unfortunately found. Come on. She was unfortunately found in a cardboard box at the side of a road. Not even a road, a motorway. Obviously petrified. And yeah, as such, she's still frightened of cars and bigger. So this is why, I know we're out early anyway, but even when we come out later, I have to try and do my best to stay away from the main roads. Obviously you have to use them sometimes, of course you do. And slowly but surely she sort of tolerates it, but she doesn't like them at all, which is a real shame. I suppose it's like humans, isn't it? You keep these bad memories locked up somewhere, don't you, unfortunately. Anyway, she's a good girl, aren't you, Azra? Azra? Yes. She's a good girl. She does have a brother at home called Ralph. Now he is again another rescue dog, but we've had him a lot longer. He's a Chihuahua. He's quite old now, bless him. 10 years old. And he wouldn't put up with these long walks, and especially not these cold mornings. I know exactly where he will be when I get home. He will be upstairs with Julia, probably under the duvet. Usually on my side of the bed as well. I don't know who he thinks he is half the time. But what was even more laughable is when we get home, Azra will go straight up there. She will not go under the duvet, she will just sit on top. But she'll go and sit with Julia as well. So we both get our turns in the mornings. I don't know who gets the better end of that deal. Julia laying in bed, not having to worry, not having to come out in the cold. Or me, out in the cold and getting exercise. I don't mind, to be honest with you guys. It's good exercise, to be honest. Get the feeling Azra's looking to do her business soon. Whether she will or not, I don't know. But I've had that impression a couple of times. We'll wait and see. And yes, I will be clearing it up before anyone asks. Okay, so when we get to the end of here, which we will be coming up to very shortly, we will be doing a right which takes us back into the town centre. Now here we are very close to the road, so it's good that she's on my left, so she's away from the road. Unlikely we'll see much today. Friday is always a funny old day for traffic, I find, both out with her and work, because a lot of people now, obviously pre-COVID, a lot of people work from home on Fridays. Wish I could. No such luck. But that's why I always find the traffic is lighter on a Friday. For that reason. Come on. Yeah, you're fine. Looking both ways then, Azra. She is very, very, very road savvy. Ralph is he definitely has little dog syndrome. He's a good boy, but he has a real attitude at times. Now we have got someone coming the other way, guys, so I will be pausing for a few moments, but we are still here. Morning, you okay? Yeah, sure. Yeah, fresh. Well, he was a nice chap. It's usually me that starts the conversation on a morning stroll. Got a car coming up behind us as well, guys. I'm just showing you her reaction. And that is how she is. She pulls, she barks. Don't know if you heard the half-hour chime then, guys, but that's the church. Seen it from a different angle this morning. Going back to Ralph, he's a good boy. He is a shite at times because he does have that little dog syndrome, but his heart's in the right place. He'd certainly protect us if there was a problem, I think. He doesn't take anything from anyone. Get him in the house, sitting down with us, absolutely fine. But yeah, the initial, very, very noisy. Yes, so are you, aren't you, Azra? You're very, very noisy as well at times. I think you know we're talking about your brother. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're now in the town centre. Town centre, if that's what you want to call it. Village Green. Azra just having a wee then. Phone box here. old style phone box with a still working phone. Where are we at distance wise? Let's have a look. My watch is having a moment, so I won't worry about that in a minute. Oh, here we go, it's back. So, what's that? 1.2 miles. Heart rate's a bit high actually. So by the time we get back, it'll be about 1.75 miles, I reckon. Because we sort of do a bit of a figure of 8. In a bit. Just to extend the stroll a little bit. If you weren't with me earlier on, we were chatting about Las Vegas as well as the cricket. Obviously Las Vegas, we've had practice 1 and 2 this morning. I've watched both. And I watched the first morning from Perth as well. Australia versus England. The practice 1 was led by Leclerc, and practice 2, Lando Norris led that. Both sessions were... The first session wasn't really relative because of the time of day it was. In the second session, no one... Well, a few people did. No, I'll take that back. A lot of people got out and did their soft tyre runs, but whether anyone was going to go faster, I don't know. Difficult to make that call, isn't it? Because it didn't happen. Because it got red flagged twice because of manhole covers coming up. But as I said earlier on, even as an English supporting cricket fan, you had to take your hat off to Mitchell Stark this morning. He was very, very good. A one-man bowling attack almost, because none of the others were chipping in with wickets. I think at lunch it was 104 for 4. I'm fairly sure it's back underway now, so that might have changed now. Hopefully England got more runs rather than lost more wickets. Come on, Azra, lead on. Good girl. Anyway, whatever, we will see. I'll be doing it all again tomorrow. I'll be up early for practice 3, then watch some of the cricket, then qualifying, and then we'll see what happens. I think we're talking about doing some tidying in the loft tomorrow morning, which, to be fair, is very well needed, but it's just going to be a horrible job. It really is. Anyway, needs doing. So, if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It does really mean a lot. We're probably going to come off in a minute, guys, to be fair. What we've been doing now, almost half an hour. So I think it's about time, to be honest. Great having your company this morning. And, yeah, if you are watching the cricket, enjoy. Probably be on till mid to late morning here in the UK. And again, we will reconvene the live chat tomorrow. Cheers, guys.